So overall, we have seen a 3% increase in insurance rates for the fourth quarter of 2022. So in the next few minutes, we review how that 3% increase compares to previous quarters, how the rates have changed per coverage line, but also a recent update that can alter future rates going forward and can impact your next renewal negotiation. The 3% increase in insurance rates over the fourth quarter of 2022 is lower than the 5% increase we saw the quarter before in Q3. And this is demonstrated by the chart you see here on your screen. So the gold bars that you see are the global rate changes for the whole world. And the blue line represents the US rate changes. So if you look all the way to the right of the graphic, you'll see that we had a 3% increase in Q4 here in the US and a 5% increase in the quarter before. But let's see how that is broken out by coverage line. This next graphic shows the breakout by coverage line. And what you see is that there was an 11% increase in property rates over the fourth quarter of 2022. That is the largest increase per coverage lines that we saw in the quarter. But if you go down below that, you will see that we only saw a 1% increase in casualty rates. So basically flat. And what's really driving that is workers' compensation. We've actually seen decrease in workers' compensation rates, and we've been using those decreases to offset some of those increases in other coverage lines like property. But the last one we're going to review is the financial and professional lines. We have actually seen a 10% decrease in financial and professional lines rates, which was much needed because there were 10 quarters in a row, if you see that here, where we saw an over 20% increase in those rates. So those rates are starting to come back down and it looks like it's starting to stabilize. So the last thing that I want to make you aware of is that that downward trajectory of insurance rates, it could be reversing because insurance companies, they also purchase insurance and it's called reinsurance. And the insurance companies had their toughest reinsurance renewal yet with substantial increases. And this trickles down to you, the consumer. So the market does expect rates to tick back up again, more so on the property lines. Now, we have not seen a full impact of these reinsurance renewals yet, but this is something to be aware of. And I will post a link in the comments to the complete insurance rate report so you can view in its entirety. But let me know if you have any questions or like help negotiating with your insurance company at your next renewal. Stay safe.